Olivia, I just got back from China.
Thank you for your hard work, Austin. How was the overseas training?
It turned out to be incredibly fruitful and rewarding.
Taking the initiative to undergo overseas training after inheriting the company from your predecessor, all in the pursuit of becoming a better president, is truly commendable.
No, it's not as noble as it sounds. I was just thinking about whether there was any way to improve this company that my father entrusted to me, even a little.
That's wonderful. I'm sure the late president, your father, would be delighted to see your dedication. He must be smiling down from heaven.
Yeah, this training really gave me a fresh perspective and changed the way I approach things.
I see. That's excellent.
There's actually something important I'd like you to communicate to everyone in the company.
Of course. What would you like me to tell them?
I've decided that all employees aged 40 and above will be terminated.
Excuse me? I'm sorry, but what do you mean by that?
I mean exactly what I said. All employees who are 40 years old or older will be fired.
Wait, why would you make such an extreme decision?
You see, in China, the corporate world works very differently. Employees often switch jobs, and it's the younger generations who drive companies forward. The older generation gracefully steps aside to make room for fresh talent.
But we've been supporting this company for 25 years. We've dedicated so much of our lives to its success.
That doesn't matter anymore. This company's going to transform and become something new, focused on young, energetic employees. You old-timers who cling to your positions are just holding us back.
You don't have to say it like that. Many of us feel a deep attachment to this company. We've been here for so long, building it with our own hands. We love this place and we want to stay until retirement. Are you really saying we're going to be fired?
Of course! I don't want you people hanging on to my company any longer. Initially, I thought I needed to provide a place for employees like you. I believed it was my responsibility to take care of those who had supported us for so long. But during this training, I realized how wrong that mindset was.
President, I've always felt that you were a bit distant from us, but I never imagined you'd say something this harsh. What happened in China? What did you experience that made you change so drastically?
I already told you, I learned from cutting-edge business practices.
But if we all leave suddenly, the company might struggle to function. Our experience and knowledge, how will the younger employees manage without it?
You don't need to worry about that. I've already taken steps to ensure the company will thrive. I've hired a whole batch of fresh, elite recruits. They're brilliant, ambitious, and ready to take the company to the next level. With them on board, the older generation is simply redundant. Our main product, the thin, durable smartphone cases we manufacture, are set to become a global hit in a few years. For that vision to come true, we need young, innovative minds leading the way. You've served your purpose, but you're no longer necessary for what lies ahead. So please, pack up and leave. Go find other jobs. Although, honestly, with your outdated skills and experience, I doubt any company would want to hire you.
Austin, is this really the path you want to take? We've poured so much of ourselves into this company. How can you dismiss us so easily?
This is my decision as president. It's final. Make sure to inform the staff about it as soon as possible. I just got back and I'm still dealing with jet lag, so I'll be heading home now. That's all.
Seth, it's been quite a while since we last spoke.
Ah, Olivia, yes, it's been some time. It's rare for you to contact me directly like this. Back when the previous president was still in charge, I often had meals with your employees. Those moments remain good memories for me.
Yes, that's right. We've been in your care for many years, and we're deeply grateful for all the support you've provided us during that time.
No, what are you saying? There's no need for gratitude. Ever since we started handling your company's smartphone cases, our performance has been nothing short of phenomenal. Our profits have soared, and I believe the collaboration has been beneficial for both sides.
Well, the feeling is mutual. If you hadn't recognized the quality of our products and decided to partner with us, I don't think our company would be where it is today. In fact, it's no exaggeration to say that we might not even exist now if it weren't for your faith in us.
You're being too modest, Olivia. The products your company manufactures are truly top tier. I could tell from the very beginning that they would be a hit. Their durability, sleek design, and functionality, everything about them stands out in the market. It's no surprise that they've been successful. I'm looking forward to continuing our partnership for years to come.
Thank you. We also hope to continue working closely with your company. However, I'm reaching out today because there's something I need to share with you.
Huh? What's this about? Wait, don't tell me you're leaving the company!
It seems that way. That's the direction things are heading right now.
What? What's going on? Did something happen at the company?
Actually, it's due to the president's new policy. He's decided to completely restructure the company and make it more focused on younger employees. As a result, staff members like me, who are considered older, are being let go.
Wait a second. Are you telling me that you're being forced out just because of your age?
Yes, that's exactly it. Apparently, the president has been inspired by practices he observed in China, where this kind of approach is supposedly quite common.
Wait, hold on. I don't know what things are like in China, but firing employees solely based on their age sounds absurd. It's completely unfair and unreasonable.
Yes, I completely agree with you. However, the president has always been someone who acts on impulse and is easily swayed by whatever new ideas or trends he encounters. Even when the previous president was still around, he often tried to correct this behavior and guide him toward more thoughtful decision-making. Unfortunately, it seems that advice never really stuck.
That's troubling to hear, but what do you plan to do now? Are all the senior employees being forced out as well?
Not everyone has made a final decision yet. Many of us are still grappling with the reality of the situation and trying to figure out our next steps.
Of course, that's completely understandable. There's no way anyone could accept such a decision without a fight.
Exactly. That's why I intend to speak with the president again and see if there's any room for negotiation or compromise. I just wanted to let you know in advance because the situation might end up affecting our business relationship with your company, and I felt it was important to keep you informed.
I appreciate your honesty, Olivia, and you're absolutely right to fight for what's fair. You should pursue this matter until you get a satisfactory explanation. Depending on the outcome, we may also need to reevaluate our position and consider our next steps.
Thank you so much for your understanding. It means a lot to me. I'll make sure to reach out again once I have more information about the situation.
Please do. And Olivia, don't hesitate to let me know if there's anything I can do to help. This kind of treatment is unacceptable, and you shouldn't have to go through it alone.
I need to speak with you about the dismissals, Austin. It's a serious matter that we must address.
What is it now? I'm busy, you know. We're in the middle of all these media meetings to promote our company's big transformation. I have no time for this.
I completely understand that you're focused on the company's future and the changes we're undergoing. I truly respect that you're already looking ahead, but please hear us out for just a moment. We need to talk about the dismissals. Even if we're told that we're being laid off, we can't just accept that without understanding why. It's not as simple as just agreeing to it without question.
What do you mean, not accept it? This is the president's order. You have no choice but to comply.
Just because it's an order doesn't mean it's right. There are certain things that can be discussed and other things that should be considered carefully. We all have families to think about, you know. Have you really thought about the consequences of suddenly firing people like this? Do you understand the weight of such decisions?
You're talking about families now? I don't care about that. This is a necessary move for the company's future, and we have to do it if we want to grow. If you all really care about this company, then you should stop complaining and just leave. Don't make this harder than it needs to be.
I get it, your mind is set, and you're determined to move forward with this. But at the very least, please explain to us why you're making such drastic decisions. Why do you want to hire younger employees? What's the specific reason for this shift?
Oh, it's simple. It's about cutting costs.
Cost cutting? What do you mean by that?
Look, you veterans are still earning high salaries, right? Even though you're doing the same job as the younger employees, your pay is significantly higher.
But that's not fair. We've been working here for years. Our experience and expertise are what helped this company grow to where it is today.
I'm saying that this old-fashioned seniority system doesn't work anymore. It's outdated. Young employees will work for a fraction of what you're getting paid, and that's what the company needs now. So I'm afraid you're no longer necessary.
That's incredibly selfish, don't you think? You're talking about people's livelihoods like they don't matter.
What's selfish about it? I'm making this decision based on what's best for the company's future. I've thought this through carefully. You're employees, not decision makers. You don't get to question me.
You're forgetting something important. Your father would never have treated us like this. He was a much more considerate and fair leader. He never spoke to us in this harsh manner.
Don't you dare compare me to my father. I'm far more capable than he ever was. I'm bringing this company into the modern age by incorporating international trends. Can you imagine him doing something like that? Of course not. He couldn't handle it.
Yes, you're probably right. Your father may not have been able to do what you're doing now, but that doesn't make your approach any better. Just because you're making changes doesn't mean they're the right ones.
That's the reality of it. You were all just comfortable under my father's leadership, living a cushy life. I refuse to let things continue like that. I won't tolerate that kind of complacency.
I understand your position and I hear your feelings loud and clear, but that doesn't make it right. If this is how things are going to be, then we have no choice. We will all resign, together.
Fine by me. If you think leaving will solve your problems, then go ahead. Just don't expect me to change my mind.
It's not about expecting you to change your mind. It's about doing what's right for us. We've given everything to this company, and this is how we're treated in return?
You people don't understand a thing. This is for the greater good of the company, and you're too short-sighted to see it. Good riddance.
We may be short-sighted in your eyes, but we've been loyal to this company for years. And all we're asking for is respect, that's all. Just a little respect for what we've done.
Respect? Respect is earned, not given, and frankly, I don't think you deserve any more respect than you've already been given.
You're entitled to your opinion, but you'll see. When everything starts falling apart without us, you'll regret this decision, mark my words.
We'll see about that, but for now, get out. I have work to do.
All right, then, this is where our paths diverge. We'll leave, but remember, we were the ones who helped to build this company. Don't forget that.
Have you talked to Austin yet?
Yes, but he wouldn't retract the dismissal.
I see. So it went as expected.
Well, I've discussed things with everyone, and I'm planning to consult the Labor Standards Office. This is an unfair dismissal as far as I'm concerned.
Could you please wait for a moment?
Huh? What for?
Hey, where are you right now?
What is it? Why the sudden urgency?
I'm asking you where you are. Tell me right now.
Where I am doesn't concern you. I've already resigned from your company. I have no obligation to report my whereabouts to you anymore.
Fine, if you're not going to tell me, then come to the office right now!
Is something wrong?
The company is falling apart!
Huh? What do you mean? I'm not sure I understand.
I told you that we were bringing in younger employees and aiming to refresh the company, right?
Yes, I remember you saying that.
Well, everything seemed fine at first when we brought in the new employees, but they're completely useless. They're not doing their jobs at all.
But didn't you say you were bringing in elite workers?
Yes, they're from good universities and considered top-tier graduates, but none of them are doing their jobs properly. We've been offering them performance-based pay. I told them that the harder they work, the better their salary would be, but they just don't care about that. They slack off, leaving right on the dot when work finishes, and they don't even make an effort to learn the work properly. As a result, we're falling behind on production, and it's a disaster.
Ah, that sounds like the Zoomer generation. They're known for lacking ambition and prioritizing their private lives instead of their careers.
Yeah, that's exactly what they are. If I had known this would happen, I would never have hired them.
Well, that's not something I can help with.
Oh, right, I get it now. Anyway, I need you to come to the office right now and help us out. Also, please reach out to the other former employees. We're really struggling here. If we don't get more help, we won't be able to meet the deadline.
Wait, why should I do that? I don't work for you anymore.
Huh? Why not? Our company's in a crisis.
Yes, I understand, but we're not part of the company anymore. We've already resigned, and it's no longer our responsibility. Please stop dragging us into this.
You're being so cold-hearted? After working for this company for 25 years, you're just gonna walk away like this?
You really want to talk about loyalty? You're the one who fired me without warning after all those years.
No, that's not it. There were extenuating circumstances, okay?
Circumstances? You were just spouting off some nonsense about Chinese business models and vague theories, weren't you?
What do you mean by that? You really think I'm going to abandon the company now, after everything?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing, and there's no point in you contacting me anymore. If you have the time to keep reaching out to me, you probably have more important things to do, don't you?
Damn it! Fine, if that's how it is, I'll just have to deal with it, but don't come crying to me when everything falls apart!
I don't plan on coming back, and I'm not the one who needs to cry for help. The company's problems are yours to fix, not mine.
You've really changed. After everything we've been through together, you just throw it all away?
Well, things have changed. You made your decision, and I made mine. You can't expect me to keep pretending that things are the same when you've made it clear how little regard you have for the people who worked here.
I didn't think it would come to this, you know. We've worked together for so long, and now you're just walking away like it's nothing?
It's not nothing. But you have to understand that you were the one who forced this situation. You made your decision, and I've made mine. Now, we just have to move on.
I can't believe this! You really think I could just let this company crumble?
Honestly, I don't know what you're going to do, but it's not my problem anymore. You've made your choice, and I've made mine.
You used to be one of the most reliable employees here, and now this? I never thought you'd be the one to abandon us!
You're mistaken if you think I've abandoned you. I'm just not going to sacrifice my future for a company that doesn't care about its employees. I've worked hard enough, and now I need to think about what's next for me.
Fine. If you're so sure about it, then there's nothing I can do. But don't expect any help from me if you end up struggling later.
I'm not asking for your help, and I don't need it. This is my choice, and I'll live with it.
Damn it! Fine! You win! But this isn't the end. I'll show you what this company can do without you!
Good luck with that. But remember, you were the one who put us in this situation. Now it's time to face the consequences.
I'll make it work! Don't think you've seen the last of me!
I'm sure you'll try, but this is where I get off. I'm done with this company and everything it stands for.
Damn you! Ah, Seth, long time no see.
Ah, Austin, what's going on? This is unusual, you contacting me on this message channel.
Actually, I wanted to discuss something personal with you. It's about the smartphone case delivery scheduled for next week.
Oh, I see. What's the matter?
Well, I was wondering if it would be possible to postpone the delivery date.
Huh? What happened? You've never asked for something like this before.
I'm really sorry. There were various circumstances that have come up.
I see. That's a bit disappointing.
Oh no, I really will deliver it soon, but there's a possibility it might be delayed, so I wanted to give you a heads up.
Understood. I'll accept that for now.
I'm truly sorry.
However, I'll need to reconsider our future contacts.
Huh? No, wait a minute. We've had a long relationship, right? Ending things like this, it's a little hard to accept.
In business, trust is everything, and deadlines must be met. There's never been a time when we've missed a deadline until now.
There's a reason for this, though.
What do you mean?
All of our veteran employees suddenly quit.
What's going on?
They've been working with us since my father's time, but after my father passed away and I became the president, their attitudes changed drastically. They stopped doing their work seriously. Even then, I tried to hold on to them, but suddenly one day, all of them said they were quitting and left.
Why did they quit all of a sudden?
They said they found better opportunities elsewhere, but I feel like they betrayed me. Because of that, we've been short-staffed and the delivery has been delayed. But don't worry, I'll hire young, talented employees right away, so I hope we can continue working together.
No, I'm afraid we can't continue the contract.
What? Why?
I can't trust someone who lies.
Lies? What do you mean?
The veteran employees didn't quit, you fired them!
Huh? What are you talking about?
I've known those veteran employees for a long time. That's why they reported to me that you fired them.
What?
You wanted to hire younger employees, so you fired them, right? I understand that much. I can't do business with a company that operates like this anymore. I'm sorry, but after we complete this delivery, we will terminate the contract.
What? Seth, please listen to me. This is a huge misunderstanding. I didn't fire them because I wanted to. The company needed a change, and I thought bringing in younger people would help us grow and become more efficient. But it wasn't supposed to happen like this. You know how much I respected those veterans. They've been here for years, and I never intended for things to end this way. You have to believe me, Seth.
You think that's enough to fix everything? You're not taking responsibility for the situation at all. The way you've handled things has broken the trust we had, and now you want me to just overlook it?
I never meant for things to fall apart like this, but you have to understand that the company needed a fresh start. I didn't want to cause any rifts, but we can't just keep doing things the old way. The world is changing, and I wanted to keep up with it.
But firing experienced employees without any regard for their years of dedication is completely unacceptable. You can't just throw them aside because you wanted a younger workforce. It's a betrayal, Austin.
I didn't want to do it! I thought it was the right decision for the future of the company, but it turned out to be a huge mistake. Now everything is falling apart and I'm trying to fix it. Please, I'm asking for a chance to make it right.
I'm sorry, Austin. It's too late. The trust has been broken, and I don't think this can be repaired anymore. I don't care if you're trying to fix things now. What you've done can't just be swept under the rug.
You're making a huge mistake. Do you really think I'm going to let everything go just like that? You've worked with us for years, and now you're going to throw it all away?
It's not me who's throwing things away, Austin. It's you. You've betrayed the people who helped build your company, and that's something I can't ignore. This isn't just about business. This is about trust, respect, and integrity.
I see. So you've made up your mind. There's no way to change it, huh?
I'm afraid not. After this delivery, our business relationship is over.
I never thought it would end like this. After everything we've been through, you're just gonna walk away like it was nothing?
I didn't want it to end like this either, but sometimes things change and we have to make tough decisions. I'm sorry, but there's nothing more to discuss. Goodbye, Austin.
You're the one, aren't you? The one who went and said all those unnecessary things to Seth!
What do you mean by unnecessary?
You went and told him that I got fired!
Oh, that? Well, of course I said it. After all, I'd worked for so many years at the company, and I thought it was only right to explain why I was leaving. I wasn't going to just vanish without telling anyone why. The whole situation wasn't something I could keep to myself, so I explained everything that happened. You should have expected that from me.
Do you realize what you've done? You've practically guaranteed that our contract is going to be terminated!
Well, that's not my fault. You're the one who made this mess, not me. You're the one who messed things up by making such poor decisions, so if things fall apart now, you only have yourself to blame.
Hey, how's everything going now?
Huh? What do you mean?
Your job, of course. Have you found something new yet? I'm guessing you haven't, right? If that's the case, I can bring you back to the company. I'll speak to the other employees and get them to come back too. I'm offering you an opportunity here, so you should be grateful.
If that happens, it'll just lead to overstaffing. You know that, right?
Those young, useless punks should be fired! They were completely useless. They didn't do anything of value anyway, so what's the harm in getting rid of them?
Oh, here we go again with you firing people.
I'm bringing you back, and I'll make sure the others come back too. You see, it's not such a bad deal after all. This will solve everything. We'll be back to where we were before.
I have to decline.
What? Why? Why would you decline my offer? I'm trying to help you here.
Because I'm already working at a new company. I've already moved on. You're too late.
Really?
Yes, thankfully. I'm in a much better position now, working at a new place where things are going well.
Well, then I'll just talk to the others and see if I can get them to come back. You can't possibly be the only one who's decided to leave. I'll bring them all back, too. We'll have the team together again. I'm sure they'll understand once I explain the situation.
I highly doubt they'll come back to your company.
Why are you so sure about that?
Because we all work at the same company now. We've all moved on together, and no one is going back to your company.
What? What are you talking about?
We told Seth that we got fired. After that, Seth introduced us to a new company. He's the one who saved us.
Seth did what?
Seth's company has been involved in networking, but they were looking to expand into manufacturing. They had just started a new subsidiary, and they took all of us in. They offered us much better terms than we had before. Now we're all working there, and we couldn't be happier. So no one, not a single one of us, is coming back to your company. You've lost us for good.
That bastard! Always sticking his nose where it doesn't belong, messing things up for everyone!
Well, as far as we're concerned, he did exactly what we needed. He helped us when no one else did.
So you guys won't be coming back then? Are you absolutely sure you won't regret this decision?
We won't regret it. The environment at the new company is incredible, and we're all far better off now. You can try to bring us back, but it's a waste of time. We're committed to our new jobs, and there is nothing you can do to change that.
I see. Well, it's not like I care.
Oh, really?
Of course not! There are plenty of other companies out there that would want to use our flagship product, the smartphone case. I'll find a new business partner soon enough. I'm sure there won't be a problem. There's no need to panic. If I properly train the younger staff, we'll be able to start delivering again just like we used to. It's all gonna be fine. There's no reason to be so worried.
If you properly train your new staff, then yes, there's a chance you'll be able to make things work.
Well, of course, that's how it's supposed to be. We'll figure it out.
But that's a big if. But here's the thing, you won't be able to manufacture that smartphone case anymore.
What? What are you talking about?
That slim and durable smartphone case was my invention. I'm the one who came up with it, designed it, and brought it to life.
Yeah, that's right. There's no other case like it. So thin, so comfortable in your hand, yet still strong and durable. It's unlike anything else out there. That's how we managed to gain so much recognition and grow so quickly.
That's true, but the patent for that case is in my name.
What? What are you saying?
When the company was on the verge of collapsing, I developed that smartphone case as a part of a major restructuring plan. The previous CEO, who was your father, praised the design and even said it was amazing. He said that I should register the patent for the case in my own name. He agreed that it would be inappropriate for the company to claim ownership of something that I created, so I took his advice and did just that.
So what happens now?
Well, since I'm no longer with your company, they can't produce or sell the smartphone case anymore. The case will now be manufactured and sold by my new company. That's the reality now.
You're lying! That can't be allowed! There's no way you could do that!
Well, why don't you look up the patent holder and check for yourself? I think you'll find the situation is exactly as I've said.
What's gonna happen to us? All the employees are useless and now our flagship product is gone. How are we gonna recover from this?
As you said yourself, you'll just have to reinvent the company, right? After all, that's why you fired us, isn't it? You wanted to start fresh.
No, that wasn't my intention at all.
Well, it doesn't matter now, does it? You made your bed, now lie in it. So I guess this conversation is over then? You've got nothing left to say?
Wait! If things go on like this, the company is gonna go bankrupt! Please, I'm begging you, help us! You have to help us!
No, you fired us. You treated us terribly, and I don't owe you anything. I have no intention of helping you now.
You don't understand. This was the only way. The only way to make the company bigger, to make it a global presence. We had to make these sacrifices for the greater good.
Well, you must have no regrets about this, right? After all, this is what you chose to do.
No, but I never imagined things would turn out like this.
You keep talking about China and the younger generation, but that's all you ever cared about. Did you ever once stop and think about how much we contributed to this company? Did you ever think about that before you made your decision? You let yourself be swayed by outside voices, and you completely ignored the people who were actually working for you. We gave our all to this company, but you couldn't even be bothered to listen to us. I can't work for someone like that anymore. I don't care what happens to you. I don't care if your company goes under. I'm not interested in hearing from you again. We've moved on, and so should you. We have a new company to work with, and there is plenty we need to focus on now. So don't contact us again. It's over.
Olivia, have you heard from Austin?
Yes, he contacted me, begging me to come back.
Well, I understand it must have been difficult for him, but I really hope you continue to work hard at your current company.
Thank you, but I do feel a little bit guilty about it.
Guilty? Why's that?
Well, when the previous president passed away and we were choosing the new president, I really thought the current president would not be up for the task.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yes, but I also realized that even though I thought the son should inherit the company, the reality is that there's a place for everyone based on their skills. I realized that there are proper roles for everyone in the company. It's not about just inheriting the position due to family ties, it's about being the right fit for the job. That's something I understand now.
So you were thinking it should have been someone else, but now you feel that the current president's position is justified?
Exactly. It's important to adapt and find the right person for the right role. It's not just about tradition or family expectations. It's about the future of the company and its ability to move forward with the right leadership.
I see. It's not easy to make those decisions.
No, it's never easy, but I've learned a lot through this experience. And now I'm thinking about how I can help our company thrive in the long term. I want to be more mindful of these factors moving forward.
That makes sense. Let's do our best then, as colleagues working together for the same goal.
Absolutely. Let's keep pushing forward and doing our best together. I know that with our combined efforts, we can build a better future for the company. It seems that Austin's company soon went bankrupt. Apparently, Austin tried his best to improve the company's performance by pushing his employees, but no one followed his lead. Despite his efforts, not a single employee was willing to stick with him. As a result, everyone quit almost immediately, and the company, having lost its workforce, quickly went bankrupt. At present, Austin is struggling with a huge amount of debt. He's been living in constant fear, trying to avoid the debt collectors who are after him. It seems his financial situation has become overwhelming, and he's facing the consequences of his previous decisions. From what I've heard, he's been running around, hiding from his creditors, unable to find a way out of the mess he's created. It must be a very difficult time for him, but it's hard to feel sorry for someone who failed to take responsibility for the business and its employees. As for me, I'm doing quite well at my new company. In fact, I've been working really hard, putting in the effort to perform at my best and contribute to the company's success. It's been a refreshing change to be in an environment where I feel valued for my skills and expertise. I'm surrounded by young, enthusiastic colleagues, many of whom are eager to learn. I've been teaching them everything I know, passing on my knowledge and experience to the next generation of workers. I find it incredibly fulfilling to see their growth and development as they absorb the lessons I'm sharing with them. There is a lot about the so-called Satori generation, referring to young people who are often criticized for being overly reliant on others or not working hard enough. However, I don't buy into that stereotype. As long as you communicate with them properly and approach them with respect, they can be very earnest and hardworking. In fact, the young people I work with are all very dedicated and eager to improve, and it's clear that they are capable of great things. I think the key is in how you present things to them and how you foster a sense of responsibility and professionalism. I've been particularly impressed by their work ethic and attitude. They're not afraid to ask questions or seek guidance, which shows that they have a genuine desire to learn and grow. While they might not have all the experience I've gained over the years, they make up for it with their enthusiasm and openness to new ideas. I'm really excited to see how they develop and what they'll achieve in the future. There's so much potential in these young people, and I feel fortunate to be in a position where I can help them realize that potential. Teaching them feels like a natural part of my role at the company. It's not just about doing my own work anymore. I'm invested in the success of my colleagues, especially the younger ones who have so much to offer. I'm constantly amazed at how quickly they pick things up, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they continue to evolve. There's a sense of satisfaction in knowing that I'm helping to shape their careers and guiding them towards success. Unlike Austin, who was unable to lead his team and ultimately lost everything, I'm in a position where I can contribute to the success of the company and help others thrive. I believe that leadership is about more than just giving orders. It's about mentoring, guiding, and empowering others to succeed. The experience I've had in my new role has only reinforced my belief in the importance of strong leadership. And I'm confident that the future is bright for both myself and the young colleagues I'm working with. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.